Hey, we live.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girlfriend. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to the village. Get where you need to be. It is time to get it going. I hope you are ready for an awesome show. Conversations with friends. Let's play and let's have a good conversation. I got two wonderful gentlemen in the building with me. I got a producer that's giving me an ice chest. And so I guess this is just going to be interesting as all outdoors. All right, there we go. Appreciate you so much. Keeping me together. Like always, sorry y'all, this is special that way today. So anyway, I want you to make sure that you like, subscribe, and share the We Are LA channel. Make sure that you are checked in. If you are ready to make a phone call, the number is 424-390-6693. 424-390-66. Oh no, 390-6993. Producer, I'm over here changing your phone number. You ought to be happy. That'll keep folks from calling you. Hallelujah. But anywho, Village, I need you to check in. Okay, we ready. I see you, T. Unfortunately, we are not on Facebook today because in regular Francesca form, I was late. So let's get it done today. We're going to move on to I've been looking forward to this, the baby fever overload. The baby fever overload. Take me there, put those beautiful
Wait, hold on. Talk to your guest real quick. Yeah.
Talk to my guest?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all check in. So we can hear you. Markell Coleman on my right. All right, and I got Gio Joseph on my left. And the people of God said amen together. Amen.
Together.
So y'all already see how bad this is about to be. All right. Moving right along. I need you to understand it's years of friendship in the building. So although I've given several disclaimers, I've done my best to make sure that we keep it copacetic today, and hopefully these replays won't mess us up. So try not to look at my screen too much, okay? All right. Yeah, you good? All right. Can I go to my baby overload? I've been waiting on this.
You'll be able to go in 15 seconds.
Village, get ready to punch him today. We gonna have
four. We got 4 up already. 5.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna check in with my village and make sure everybody's all right.
Is this from Lake Minnetonka?
It is from Lake Minnetonka. I will, and then I'm gonna jump on your couch.
Got 6.
It's about to be a problem, and I can already feel it.
And then the show.
Never. And let me bring who I want on it. That's where we have a problem. Because let me tell you something. Okay, piano master, your favorite musicians. Okay, well, who are you, piano master? You look like you're your own favorite musician from your name. Come on and reveal yourself. Talk to me good. Is that Nate? Did y'all tell him y'all was coming on the show?
Our pictures are ready.
Did you tell Nate? You saw your story. What?
All right, we good with all the pictures.
He Mr. Motif.
Oh, Motif. Oh, Motif. Oh,
You good?
he got motif. Got it. All right. Let's go to my baby overload. My producer got me where I need to be. I've been waiting on this. It's the Howard babies. Let me tell you, these babies, yes, darn it. Man, this is a real family affair today. Sister Howard gave me permission from her and her wonderful husband, Rashad, that I could show their babies. And there's my poo, RJ, with his handsome self. And there's RJ and his dad smiling for the camera. But wait till y'all see this little girl. Oh, bless her heart. I made sure I had a whole lot of pictures today. Oh, it's Vernon.
Oh, Vern.
It's Vernon. Piano master is Vernon. Look, hold that one right there. Look at that. Look at
which one?
Oh, that's fine. You can stay right there. Look at that little chunky baby. She's so pretty. And then there's her big brother again. One of my favorite pictures, and she didn't put this one on there. That's the whole family. That's Diamond. That's Rashad Jr. That's Lyric and Rashad Sr. The wonderful, happy family. And I'm sending a sweet shout out to Diamond. I'm praying that your recovery is going absolutely well. And that all things are coming together. Yeah, that's the picture right there. With those beautiful eyes and those jumpy cheeks. Huh?
Go ahead. I'm just talking about her. You straight?
Yeah, admiring it. She's beautiful. Every time I see Diamond's babies, it makes me, it gives me baby fever, and then I get over. Oh, just A little bit. Wait, don't mess up my makeup. Keep your oily hands to yourself.
Makeup, wardrobe.
You know he be wearing the oil that was in the alabaster box. Oh, alabaster box oil having. Anyway, see now I was told to make sure you watch it, but oh boy, here we go. Diamonds on. We love you, baby girl. Thank you so much for letting me show off your beautiful babies. And I'll just see you on Instagram. Cause see, the minute the pictures go away, I ain't gonna want kids no more. Watch it happen. Boom, done. Now, moving right along. Instagram post of the day. The Instagram post of the day is coming. Yes, sir. There we go. Co-parenting. This one comes from Miss Black.
What?
No. Her name is Miss Black Beauty. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's just leave it at that. Co-parenting is not hard if you just worry about the child and not the other parent's business. I'm going to run that back one more time. Co-parenting is not hard if you just worry about the child and not the other parent's business. Now, I just know that right there is just going to lead us right on in to what the topics are. But I'm going to allow these great gentlemen to really just kind of introduce themselves. Well, shall I do that? All right. That's what you're going to do today? Oh.
Go ahead, let's go. I'm with it.
Me near
The
the
cross.
cross. This brother is okay.
Here we go.
Okay, see, it's the reason I had you on the left because my backhand is power.
You are left-handed, huh?
I'm ambidextrous. It's power in this left hand.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about the fire of 10,000 angels.
You
That
do.
wondrous working power.
Wait a minute.
In the blood.
Holy Ghost. Okay, y'all, we're gonna get through this. I needed this because today was a rough day, but God was still good in the midst of it all.
Come on.
All right, so let's get to it. Now, I'm gonna introduce these good brothers. Make sure you remember you can call in. I know y'all gonna call in to talk to these brothers. I almost said suckers tonight. 424-390. I think I said it anyway. 424-390-6993. And I promise I'm not gonna change this man's phone number not one more time. Thankfully, it's on the screen. To my right, I have Markell Coleman. How long have I known you, Markell?
30 years.
30 years. Give God a praise. Okay, on my left, I have Gio Joseph. How long have I known you, sir?
29 point. I was trying to keep up. It's been a long time. We don't want to tell our age. And
I'll tell my age.
No, okay.
I think we done already. If we didn't say 30, we well over 30.
well, y'all been knowing each other since you was 1.
Nah, not that long.
Oh, okay. Well, you over
Not
30
that
then.
long.
You over 30.
But-
I tried to save you.
But he was short at the time, though.
Oh.
He was.
Junior Usher board status.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was short at the time, and he had a big old afro. Yeah,
It's been about half that time, about 15
and he
years.
played the drums so loud. Oh,
You still play loud.
no, he's
Under
actually,
control.
No, he's actually
I learned how to play with dynamics.
Yes.
He learned to play with the dynamics. Yes. All right. And so not only that, he's also an entrepreneur. He's a business owner. He is the father of 2 children. I want to say 2 plus 1 because you have a plus daughter.
Yes.
And so currently come on. Hey, there you go. All right. So he's a married man. So what you thought was about to happen? This is a married man. So there it is. Whoop, bling to the bling bling, bam bam, right there. And so he has his oldest son, Markell, who is dying on the couch right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has how you want me to do it? You tell your story.
You got it. You're doing
No,
pretty good.
no,
You're doing pretty good.
I don't think so.
I have two younger daughters. One, Callie Joy, and Sienna.
Say the youngest one's name again.
Sienna.
All right, I wanted you to enunciate the baby's name. All right, and how? What?
We're gonna get there.
But anyway, see, all right, you ain't easing on it, okay? That chair ain't there for you. I can let you know that now. Stay your tail right there in your mouth too. I love you though, baby. But no. So anyway, so now, how long have you been married?
A year and couple months.
A year and a couple of months. So that means we done already had the anniversary and did all that good stuff. All right, well, ain't God good? Look what he done in your life. All right, now on this side of me, how old is your baby or your babies?
The oldest is 23 and the youngest is 13.
23 and 13. Hallelujah for that. Now, this next question is gonna get a little.
Grandbaby 1.
Wait, I don't know if I was gonna keep going.
Yeah, I was 23.
All right. So for those that didn't know, Gio is a pop now.
Pop.
This is
Pop Joseph.
pop.
She get out of line, she gonna get popped twice.
Oh,
And it's a girl.
All right.
My brother.
Yeah.
I'm praying for you.
Yeah. So there we go. So now, now with all of this fatherly love and everything in the building, let's get to this. How many baby mamas do we have here?
2.
So
I got 2 kids. I think 4. Carried the 1. Only 2. Only 2.
Bum, 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 bum. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's a bit rough. Okay, there we go. So
LA school.
Hey, don't talk about them because Zoom already crashed for LAUSD. So let's not do them dirty like that. Let's not do them dirty. Village, get in the building and get your questions up. So let's get it going. So now, I'll start with you, Markell. Were your children, were these planned pregnancies here?
Yes.
Okay.
And no.
Oh, all right. You care to elaborate?
1 yes.
So you got the
1 yes.
All right.
And 1 I wasn't tripping.
Oh.
That's a new one for me.
1 was planned, and the other one
I ain't tripping. You pregnant? I ain't tripping.
you wasn't tripping. All right.
Let me elaborate on that.
Please.
Because I was with her and I was in love.
Okay.
And she told me she wanted another kid.
Okay.
I didn't want another kid.
Okay.
But I wanted her, so I wasn't tripping.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's talk about the oldest child. Okay. What was the status of your relationship? Were you guys together in a relationship, or was this a friends with benefits situation?
No, we were together.
All right. Okay. Now
we don't want to go through that story.
Okay.
Because it'll paint me to be the bad guy.
This is my
well, this is the thing. This was the disclaimer I did not give to the village. One thing I want you to understand, we're gonna pause for the calls real quick. One thing I want you to understand is in my own personal experience seeing things, working as a director of a child development center, having friends who have children, relationships, and unmarried. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot of the stories, some good, some bad. And I believe that they are good. The brothers that I have around me that I've seen in relationships it has actually influenced my opinion and my desire of how I date. In other words, if you have children and you're not in your children's life, you cannot date me. Bottom line. And that's simply because I'll tell any and everybody I'm a daddy's girl. So when it comes to Dr. White, we gonna have a problem if anything go left, because that's my daddy. So I understand how important it is to have a father present. I also know that there are some good brothers that did not have their fathers present, so it influenced their thoughts. We gonna get well, there you have it. So we gonna get to that in a minute. And then there were some who had fathers that were present and they still weren't good influences. So that's definitely something that we're gonna address that. So now I'm gonna shoot this way to Gio. Gio, tell me, what were the dynamics of the relationship? Thank you, honey. What were the dynamics of your relationship? I guess he handed you more of your relationship with Gianni's mommy.
We were together.
Okay.
Met at a young age, and no, it wasn't planned.
Okay.
However, it was a joy to have.
Okay.
It made me a little bit more mature.
Okay.
In having my oldest daughter.
And how so?
Responsibility wise, you when you have somebody that depends on you
Mm-hmm.
to feed them and to clothe them and to bathe them. I look at it as bears, and me being the papa bear and having baby bears. Bears are always attentive to their cubs and making sure that they're well protected and well fed and grooming them and teaching them how to adapt to life. So it made me more mature in a lot of different areas.
I'm here for it. Now, Markell, to what lengths have you gone to make sure that you were in? To what lengths have you gone to make sure that you were in your children's life?
That's a good question.
What lengths?
Mm-hmm. Like what has been what type of issues have been presented that you had to, like you had to jump over those hurdles in order to remain?
I don't think none of them were actual hurdles.
Okay.
My determination to be in my kid's life, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, period.
Okay. And see, that mentality right there is what kind of makes me wonder sometimes, why is it that there are men who are absentee fathers? Like, this is your child, this is your seed. So how do you do that? How do you just not be present? And now I also know that there are some things that can occur, like the attitudes of baby mothers. So let's dialogue about that a little bit. What is the most negative experience that you could pinpoint?
Well, I don't think any situation is negative if you have a determination to do what you need to do. In my situation, the question you asked Markell, I had to hurdle through my car being broke or me not having a car. It depends on you. If you want to have a relationship with your child or whomever it is, you're going to go through great lengths to do it. So I had to hop on 2 or 3 buses to go pick my daughter up from school and hop on 3 and 4 to get back. I had to hop on a train because I didn't want another man picking up my child. I didn't want another person stepping in doing what my responsibility was.
Right. Now, I'm gonna shoot back a little bit to the Instagram post, because there's a flip side to it that I kind of wanted to dig at a little bit. So just for those that are just now coming in, I'm gonna go back and repeat to you what our Instagram post of the day was. Co-parenting is not hard if you just worry about the child and not the other parent's business. Okay. Now I'm all for that idea. I really get it. I get it. Mind your business. Let's just focus on the child or whatever the case may be. But see, I personally have lost a younger cousin because the person that the mother chose to be with chose to beat that baby until she died. And she was married to that person. And so I think that co-parenting is important, but it's also, you should also be mindful of who you choose. And I have a question coming about how can you guys find mates, for your blended family when you're bringing children with you, especially with, you're bringing little girls. Now, of course, molestation and things of the such, all types of abuse can happen to both male and female. But for this particular instance, because both of you have girls, you want to be mindful of who the other person is dating. So I suggest the question, how much of the business do you need to know of the person of your baby mama?
I personally don't think I need to know the business. I need to meet the person, have a couple conversations. Hey, this is my child. What I expect. I'm not going to get in y'all personal business, but with anything with the child, then you got a problem with me.
Yeah. Gio?
I can't really touch base on that. My youngest daughter, mother and I, we've had a communication. See, you start with communication. That's the first thing.
Right.
And if you don't have communication, you can't go no farther than that. So if
y'all do go further. Well, okay, let me not say y'all, but people do go further than that.
People do.
Okay, because booty calls and one night stands. I'm just saying. I mean, let's just be real. Like, it ain't a whole lot of conversation happening that didn't involve Hennessy.
I say,
and
excuse me. If there's a booty call and one night stand, you get pregnant, then you're just being irresponsible.
Yeah.
Because my oldest is 13, my youngest will be 1 on Thursday. It just wasn't my ex and my wife. It was people in between there.
Yeah.
Wasn't no kids in between there. So it's that I still think that's a choice. People just
it's a choice. It's a choice. And that's my bottom line. I'm gonna go ahead and finish your statement because I kind of cut you off.
Well, you have to build a rapport with the person that you're with. And if you don't, let me drag back a little bit.
Okay.
One of the things that I'm teaching my daughters, from my oldest to my youngest, and I told them, if you don't never remember anything in life, remember this: that ships, SHAPS, are meant to take you places.
Okay.
Ships are meant to take you places. So no matter if it's a friendship, if it's a relationship, if it's a partnership, if it's a mentorship, if it's a dealership,
it's going somewhere.
if it's a scholarship,
right.
It's meant to take you somewhere.
Right.
So therefore, when you choose the ship that you choose to be on, you got to make sure that it's taking you somewhere.
Right.
So the most important ship that we don't realize is ownership. A lot of people don't take ownership in what they do. So in answering
Village,
your question,
Village, y'all heard that one. Go ahead.
In answering your question, the most important ship is not a friendship. The most important ship is not a relationship. The most important ship is not mentorship. The most important ship is what? Ownership.
Right.
Because you have to take ownership of what you do. So meaning that ships are meant to take you places. Where are you taking your ownership to? Are you taking your ownership to complain about the person who's not driving your ship?
Okay.
Victim.
Now see, this is the thing. Because I don't feel like pregnancies is just completely on the man, because they talk about the whole, the POG, the pullout game. And that's
you talk about pogs?
No, yeah, pogs. You talking about pogs. I mean, you got that aspect of it, but see, if you're gonna take ownership, that means women got to take ownership as well.
Everybody has to.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to get to the abortion clinic. It doesn't have to go that far. There are means of protection, and so sometimes, I feel like people make decisions, and this is the thing. If we go the godly route of all things, it's kind of. I'm just saying, like if we go down that street, it's kind of why would you want to have a child out of wedlock? But we make decisions, so you take ownership of what it is that you're doing, because then it starts making me think like, wait a minute now, if you weren't married to this man and you really have only known him how long, you still really don't know him to just go, women got blessed with the two of you as fathers. Okay, let's just be real. They got blessed because you made an effort to be present. Your daughter is now grown. Yours is in his teens.
Well, let's put this there too. We're blessed to have the women that we have in our lives. Let's flip it.
Well,
hey, hold on, pause.
Well,
speak for yourself, brother.
Well, and then he is.
Well, I am.
For himself. But that's just it. There are some aspects. Lord brought on my tongue. There are some aspects of the dynamic that kind of tend to bug me, because it's like, okay, you didn't have to lay up there and get pregnant. You're not married to him, so you didn't have to do it. And this, I'm not taking shots. So now, when it's all said and done, if you laid up and got pregnant by this person, you weren't married to him, you really haven't known him that long, baby, you are gambling with your life. You are gambling with how the rest of your life is getting ready to go. Because I can't stand you, Jill. Because these children are going to require your love, your attention. You're going to have to communicate. And that's the whole idea of co-parenting, that we don't have to be in relationship with each other, in an intimate relationship with each other, to raise a healthy and successful child. Bottom line.
Absolutely.
That's my point. That is my idea for today. And I wanted women to hear this because there's a generation. I've literally watched a generation grow up younger than me, and they are now parents. And they're having situations and they're dealing with men that were not ready. And watch this. And because there are some men that were not ready at the time that they became fathers, still not ready, but they're still doing what they're supposed to do. They rose to the occasion. Okay. And that's what sets boys apart from men. Bottom line. So let's get into some more of these questions. Now, have either of you ever been threatened with child support?
No.
Okay.
There was a
Markell.
threat, but it didn't happen.
Okay. Now, what steps have you taken to make sure that, if it came to that, how have you prepared yourself? Or in the past, how did you prepare yourself?
In the past, I wasn't the honest businessman that I am now.
Okay.
So, basically, you can get more out of me if you just let me be a good dad than trying to
That's a
go
great
through the
that's
court.
a great point. That's what I was getting at earlier.
Okay.
Because if you go through the court, then I can still run my life without having a 9-to-5.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
the court goes off of paperwork. You'll be getting 30 cents a month
Ooh.
messing with me.
Yeah.
And so, and that's the thing, I think sometimes they some choose to run to the system because they've seen others do it. And I've seen where the system has jacked them up.
Absolutely.
Like, I wish it was a sign that says, just because you got pregnant does not mean you can go to court and you gonna come up, because men learn how to dodge it. Okay. And I know some brothers that have dodged child support for years.
Can I throw this in?
It's affecting them now. Like your driver's license.
Yeah. Can I throw this in there though?
Livelihood.
Child support is not just
garnishments,
just money. Child support means that you're supporting them in school, you're supporting them in sports, you're supporting them mentally, you're supporting them financially, you're supporting them when they go to bed, you're supporting them in prayer, you're supporting them in a lot of positive ways.
Right.
Just because you got a father in your life doesn't mean that he's a positive father either.
Boom. That's what I'm saying. There are many aspects to this idea of what co-parenting looks like. And that's what I'm saying. Women and men alike, you guys, you have to be mindful of who you're choosing, because in your choosing, this is what you're getting ready to deal with. And, I know you have a saying that, you're not a runner, and no, you are not. You take care of your children and you do what you're supposed to do. But man, help the brothers out here that feel like it's too hard for them. What one thing that wasn't on your list, but I want out of both of you, what's one thing that you could say to a brother that just found out he's about to be a father? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Boom.
It's something that you have to want. It's not something that somebody can make you do. Kind of going back to the question that you asked before. Being the father is something that you want to do and something that you want to be. You don't want to be it just to have a trophy to walk in the mall. You don't want to be it just a trophy just to pick up other women. Come on, we already come. Give me. Don't.
Right.
I almost had to.
Okay.
By myself. It's something that you want to do because it's an extension of you. It's something that represents you.
Yeah.
It's like one of the things that I tell them is my name is on your name.
Say that again.
My name is on your name.
Okay.
So people that know me know you, even though you don't know them. So you've heard it before. I know Frankie and Dr. White and told you, don't go out and act no fool. You don't know who know you.
Exactly. You don't know who know them.
Right. So it's something that you have to want as a father, as a man. Like, wow. As a black man, of what you represent or what you want to represent.
Yes, absolutely. Your turn.
Could you repeat the question?
We're not in court, Markell.
I was reading the comments, man. You know,
what is one piece of advice that you would give to a brother that just found out he's going to be a father?
one piece of advice: Nike, just do it.
All right.
That's let me. That's coming from somebody whose father wasn't there.
Okay.
He wasn't in jail. He wasn't in a different state. He was 30 blocks the other way. Like, you know, being left at school, said you was coming to get picked up, and you standing on the porch waiting. That do something to you mentally.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I chose to have Markell at 21, when I chose to have him at 21, I love the relationship me and my mom have.
Okay.
My mom had me at 21.
Okay.
So I said, that's what I want. So I chose the person that I thought I was going to marry and did that.
So your original plan, when you found out you were going to be a father, you had already made up in your mind you wanted to marry her?
It wasn't the plan. I didn't have to find out I was going to be a father. That was the plan.
Got you. Okay.
And it just didn't work out like that. So I said, I'm not going to do what my dad did to me. So I made sure that I handle my business.
Okay.
I found out I was going to be a dad. She like,
it's me.
This weirdo, dude.
I did that. Oh, I'm going to be a dad? Oh. Let me listen. Let me hear. Oh, it ain't formed yet. My bad.
That was just gas. You was leaning. That was gas, man. But nah. Okay. So now, all right, Orlando. Oh, you about to lose me, bruh. You about to lose me in the chat. He said low self-esteem women need to stop making guys a dad who never wanted to be. If I put a condom on, sucker.
Hey.
Don't go doing that.
Hey.
No,
hey.
you about to make
no,
me. No,
look,
nothing.
listen.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
agree with you with the condom part.
You can't yell in the conversation. My bad.
Look, I agree with you with the condom part. But the thing is, some women do have low self-esteem, and then when they get pregnant, I'm honestly tired of hearing I was depressed and all this other stuff. Because I got a phone call yesterday that just
I was depressed.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
I said you gonna come at me like this today, and I'm going on a show tomorrow.
Listen, hey, hit the pause button. We got a caller on the line. This is Conversations with Fran. What you want to talk about?
Hey, how are you guys?
What's going on, T?
Great.
Hi, I had a question for the fellas. What did communication look like and sound like about co-parenting when you decided that it wasn't going to work out with the mother?
You can read it right here.
What did it sound like?
Yes, like what was the conversation? What was the communication about co-parenting?
We pick days and times and tell me what he needs, and I got you.
Gio.
Well, there was a conversation before we had a baby. That's the first thing.
Okay.
From my vantage point. What do you how was your upbringing? What did you guys do, or how did your parents raise you? So when the baby came about, we still kind of stuck to the same ideas of what we thought together.
Okay.
And we kind of proceeded from there. As kind of add on to what Markell said, we chose time. It was communication. Listen, and communication doesn't mean that you just communicate one time. You have to continue to communicate because narratives of life change. Like the school may change. The thing I love about my youngest daughter's mother is she didn't go and pick the school by herself. She called me and said, hey, you know what? Come along with me and let's choose a school together.
That's healthy.
Because I'm going to have to pick her up. I might have to drop her off.
Right.
So that's, like you said, that's healthy.
Right.
But you don't get people with a healthy communication level. They say, well, this is the way it's going to be. And that's just the way that it's going to be. She's going to go to this school and he going to go to this school. And if you're going to come and get them, you come and get them. If you don't, you don't. But that's what they've seen, the narrative of their life that they've seen with their aunties and their grandmothers. And so Just to kind of throw that in there.
Experience.
Yeah. Also, I think a lot of people deal with unforgiveness.
Absolutely.
I had a child when I was really young, and it took a few years for her dad and I to get the communication piece right. We weren't really on the same page with a lot of things. We duplicated a lot of gifts on Christmas and birthdays. And we had a certain plan in place where we would take turns for birthdays up until a certain year. We kept the Christmas thing where we would take turns. But our communication was really poor for a long time because of unforgiveness.
Wow.
And I had to allow him to vent and get it out. And when I say vent, I mean like curse me out.
Let me ask you a question, T.
Yes.
Do you guys do activities together?
Ooh.
Let me tell you, we did not. They're very family oriented as we are, and I was invited to a lot of things that they did. But as far as like us looking like a family, we didn't. He actually started dating somebody when she was about 3 years old, and that young lady had a 3-year-old also, and a 6-month-old. So he took on that responsibility also with her. And even her and I had to come to a point where we had to start communicating because at first we didn't.
Gotcha.
And I blame a lot of it on immaturity because once we became mature, we were so good and we are good to this day. But it took a lot of maturity and, like I said, a lot of forgiveness to take place. And a lot of people just deal with that unforgiveness of they felt like you may have, we both use protection. The protection failed in a sense. That's why they say abstinence is the best protection.
Yeah.
And through that protection malfunctioning, a baby came. And he was upset about that for a while. And it was nothing that I could do about it. And he tried, but he still had that in his heart where he was upset about it. And once we talked about it and I let him get it out, I let him say what he had to say. The conversation was about school clothes. I didn't work in the summertime. Her birthday came back then. School started in September. Her birthday was in September. I was like, can you help me get school clothes? And it just was like, boom. But after that incident, never again did I have to ask. Every September from then on, yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I just want to run the storyline back. He was mad that you got pregnant, but then he went and took on somebody that had 2 kids.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, bless his name. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what tends to happen is that I'm not trying to defend him.
No,
I'm just
share your piece.
What tends to happen sometimes in that situation, you get into a situation with a person who listens to you. So this person that's listening to you, their background, they have 2 kids. You've already experienced with 1 child.
Right.
So it's not hard for you to take on kids that's not your kids because it's easy for you to kind of walk away.
Can you say that again? I just need you to repeat that last.
It's easy for you to walk away with kids that are not your kids.
It's easy for you to walk away from kids that are not your kids.
So it's easy to parent somebody else's kids.
Right on my tongue, Lord.
In some areas.
Right.
In some areas. Because there was a point when I started dating with my oldest daughter where I had to stop dating. Why? Because the narrative was this. I didn't want the girl saying anything to my daughter. I didn't want the girl telling my daughter that she can do this and she can do that. And so when I started dating my youngest daughter's mother and I brought her around my oldest daughter, this is a comment that my oldest daughter told my youngest daughter's mother. We were at the movies. I went and got some popcorn and some drinks for us. So I my oldest daughter, my dad doesn't really like you.
He said it. Yes, she said it. Yeah.
So there's a little bit of sly on both ends where, the guy, he doesn't want to kind of, overtake his boundaries on being a father. So I could walk, these are not my kids. I could kind of walk away. So, but your hands are tied with the kid that you have sometimes, as T just said,
right.
She didn't have forgiveness. So I can't do much than what you allow me to do with my child. I can do whatever I want.
He didn't have the forgiveness. I was fine. It was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was him.
Wow.
But I mean, once we start started to communicate, after we both bought the same pair of Kobe's, it was time. We both bought an easy bake oven in the same pair of Kobe's. I was like, listen, I don't have to do this together. Once we started to communicate, and to this day, we are good. We communicate very well. We had known each other forever, you know, and so we're good now. But it did take communication and unforgiveness, though, first.
Absolutely.
That unforgiveness piece.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to chime in. You guys are doing a great job and giving us some good nuggets.
Thank you, T. I appreciate you. Appreciate
Thank you,
your
T.
support. Man, take care. So now, listen, Village, the call-in number is 424-390-6993. We're going to keep at this conversation for a couple of more minutes, and then we're going to turn it loose because it's already 7:29. And just because I was late on my time don't mean I'm going to waste your time.
I think they like it. I think we need to answer that brother question.
I'm finna be a father. Let me know something.
Yes.
Okay. You want to pick up where you left off? Because I interrupted somebody to take that call. I'm gonna keep. Let me go. Let's do this. All right. So now we've already kind of dived into the yeah. You went all the way in on the dating thing. Have either of you tried to get back with your baby mamas
No.
at any point? Okay.
Before I got out your mouth.
That was a resounding no. What
In the
about you?
beginning,
God
yes.
created. Okay.
No.
I'm about to tell you why. Because the plan was
I got you.
to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Now the second time go around,
Who reneged on it?
oh Jesus, that part,
You don't have no mic.
that part. Because I came back and trying to work everything out, and then it went through the route of energy crystals and potions, and I don't believe in Jesus no more. So I had to put the track shoes on.
Okay.
And
all right.
I still tried to make it work because I wanted my family. Because that's something
you
that
found
I
a crystal in your shoe,
man. Man, look, I still tried to make it work because I wanted my family. Because that's something that I didn't have.
That's dope.
Right.
But it was like once, and actually she broke up with me.
Yeah.
Right. But it was like once she told me she didn't believe in Jesus no more, it kind of like it was like a weight lifted off of me.
Wow.
Until this day, I ain't been back up there since.
Wow.
Got you.
Even when I was picking up my son or whatever, I pick him up downstairs.
Got you. Because they don't want your bad energy in
Man,
there. No,
man.
What's it called? Sage. You have to sage the whole house to get you. Oh no! See, and he know the whole get down. See, now that's a whole nother show.
Man,
when you get to get into religion and how you raise your children and who's gonna believe what. We'll go there in a minute. Okay, so now, have either of your baby mothers ever interfered in a new relationship?
No.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I don't like publicize stuff.
Okay, but to go a step further than that, have you ever dated anyone and then she decided, well, if you don't this, then I'm gonna move and do this?
Well, once again, there was a threat, but
that was coupled with the child support. It was I'm a
collection. No, those two different times.
Oh, okay.
There was a threat, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, so there's no reason to do that.
Okay.
It's like this. Let me tell you, women get in their feelings instead of looking at the facts. Mm-hmm. And that was part of the conversation I was having yesterday. You gotta look at the facts. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing what I need to do, if I tell me what he needs for school, and I go get it, you can't get mad at me because I got a lot of it. There was a statement made that I would ask you for money and you wouldn't give me the money. You're right. I'm a businessman. I'm not going to give you the money. I'm going to give you what he needs. So instead of you going to Target or one of these other stores and buying 2 pair of pants and 3 shirts
for $50,
I'm going to take that $50 and go to a warehouse store, buy 10 shirts, 5 pair of pants, a pair of shoes, some drawers and everything that's going to last him.
Right.
I was told I shouldn't have been buying shirts that were a little bit too big because he couldn't wear them at the time.
Excuse me.
Kids
Wait,
grow.
hold up. Whoa, wait. Okay, excuse me. When they're newborns, when they have baby showers, they'll have people based on their name. You know, they'll ask you for what they want you to bring, and so it'll be one of those. If your last name falls between A and J, then you bring newborn stuff. If your name falls between this and that, you get 3 months and up. You know, and up from there. I don't have kids, so I don't have to keep up with this type of stuff. But anyway, you know, it's a method to the madness, so that the mother and the father are not pressured to have to keep buying all this stuff. So you have it in multiple sizes. So, for instance, when my little cousin, when she had her daughter, I didn't get newborn stuff. I bought stuff for when the girl is 6 months to 12 months. So that way you can just keep it rolling. Because kids wake up big. Okay.
Right.
They go to sleep normal and they wake up supersized. Okay. So you need to be ready for the supersize until you can get to the store again. So how do you fix your never mind? No, how do you fix your face to be mad about what somebody's buying?
Well, it's not always somebody fixing their face. Somebody is fixing their face for them. Outside interference.
Okay.
Sometimes you have women who talk to their friends who don't have kids or don't have a situation, and it's an outside.
I felt it.
It was an outside interference.
Yes.
It was a play 2 years ago. I think it was the Miami Dolphins or somebody. They were running a punt, and one of the coaches came off of the line and tripped one of the players.
Right.
And they called that outside interference because it had nothing to do with the game. So a lot of times things don't have things to do with the game with the outside interferer, but they still interfere with the game anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing is I'm better than all of the friends' baby daddies.
Say that again.
I'm better. Mm-hmm. I'm a better father to my child and a better human being than the other friends' babies' fathers.
Okay.
That's still not going to make them stop interfering.
Of course
see,
not.
This is where I'm going with that.
Of course not.
You can't blame me for not doing wrong.
Right.
If I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do for my child, you can't have an attitude with me. Now,
they can, but it ain't plausible.
Okay.
They can have an attitude all they want.
You right. You right.
They do what they want to do.
It don't make no sense.
It doesn't make sense. But who's hurting in the end? They think they're hurting you, but they're actually hurting the kid.
And that's all it ever is. Because I honestly believe that you don't have to tell your child the indiscretions and the idiosyncrasies of the other parent. Eventually, they're going to see it for themselves. You don't have to badmouth them. You don't have to do anything. The proof is in the actions. If you were left standing in front of your school waiting on your father because he said he was coming and he didn't show up, that's no fault of your mother, and your mother doesn't have to tell you it. You saw it for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There are a lot of mothers that end up playing cleanup for the mistakes of fathers. But when you have a good one on hand, you gotta think a little bit further than yourself. So I want to ask you this, because you're married now.
As a married now.
Right.
As a married now.
He's married. So now my question to you, sir, is did your baby mama get to meet your wife prior to y'all getting married?
Nope.
Why not?
Depression? I don't know.
Depression on whose end?
On not my wife's.
Okay. So now the thing is, did she, so have you ever tried to have that happen?
Yep. Here goes the story. You ready?
Like,
here you go.
Yep.
My son does Kempo, right?
Okay.
This was we were going to just all come together. I got two stories. Give me my time.
Hold on. So but now I just want to guide this along the way. Did your son's mother know that this was an all in together function?
Yeah, she knew it was coming.
She knew that your wife or wife to be, what was the status at that time?
We were engaged.
Okay. She knew that your fiance was coming.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we were already married.
Okay. Let's go back again.
She knew we were coming.
Okay, she knew that your wife
And I'm
was
gonna tell
going to
you
be
why
there.
she knew we were coming.
Okay.
Because I have my son during the week.
Mhm.
She get him on the weekend. The tournament was on the weekend.
Okay.
So she had him. She took him to the tournament. My mom got there before me.
Okay.
Her mother, her neighbor, one of a mutual friend of ours.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if she's a friend of mine, or none, but you know,
you didn't say nothing against her.
I did it, but you know, the females they
click up together,
man.
And that's the funny thing. Some don't even realize that it's folks that's really in their corner, but you know, they never mind. Finish your story. I ain't going down that street today. I ain't saving nobody.
My son has a tournament.
Okay.
I walk in holding my daughter.
Okay.
My wife walk in with Callie.
Okay.
We all come in. She's sitting in the third row of the bleachers. When I walk in with my wife, she goes up to the top of the bleachers to the side.
Okay.
Why would you do that if your son is fighting right here?
Envy.
That's a piece.
So it's like, even that day, we couldn't even talk or sit next to each other, or there couldn't even be an introduction or nothing that day. She went out, got something to eat, came back, went back to the top of the thing. It couldn't happen.
Grab Courtney B. Wood's comment.
I fixed it. That she's correcting me.
That's fine. Go on, grab it. Keep talking.
So it was. I don't know what the problem is, and like till this day, we can't have a problem. My son graduated from junior high. He just started high school.
Okay.
I wanted to do a graduation dinner. I was told we need to have 2 different dinners, one for your side of the family, one for mine. Why would we do that when your family knows me and loves me?
Okay.
Her uncle said I could come to his house because the thing was gonna be at his house. I could come to his house at any time. I'm family.
Okay.
She told him, "You need to be on my side. You my uncle." On your side for what? It's about the kid. It ain't about you.
That part. And so those are the type of things that will cause a person to not want to deal. And I get that. But that has a lot to do. So would you say that she still wants you? Is that the reason?
I don't think. I don't know. I think she just want me to be unhappy.
Yes, that's what it is.
Be unhappy because she's unhappy.
That's what it is.
Okay. All right.
That's what it is. Right.
Got it. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, has she tried to do anything else to has she tried to do anything? What about on your end? I'm gonna get off your street because I'm gonna start digging for real, and I really want to pull up. So I'm serious.
Where Keys at? Where Keys at?
You know where I am with it.
We don't want her to pull up. Where Keys at?
What?
Where Keys? We don't want her to pull up.
No,
we don't want you to pull up. No,
I don't need Keys to pull up. But on your end, what? I'm trying.
I told you.
Somebody asked me a question. Somebody
asked no truth. I tells no lies.
Well, I'm glad you don't tell lies. But my thing is the fact. Okay, come on, Gio. Now,
see, we ain't dealing with feelings. We dealing with facts.
It's not feelings.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But that's where people of your species get caught up.
No, and I understand that, and I really try to have an unbiased opinion in both sides of it, because I feel like if you have children involved, it should force you to do a little bit better, for the sake of the child. So then your child is not feeling like, or has to sit in a room and hear their mother be discussed in a negative light. You see what I'm saying?
The thing about that is, he already know.
He may already know. He may already know that, but that was my reason for saying that I really wanted to try to keep things unbiased. Even when the discussion happened about, him possibly even being on the show. My reason for not wanting to do that because I still have a level of respect for her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my thing is, and my idea of it is, I've never been disrespectful in front of your son concerning her. You know what I'm saying? It's been wild. It's been some ways, but when it's all said and done, you really try to hold it together and be dignified somewhat. So now,
no diggity.
No doubt.
We don't need to be in the same room no more after today.
Hey,
after today.
Low key, I miss it. Low key, I really miss it.
Last time we was together, we was in the studio, and it didn't last very long in the studio. So.
Man,
Fran,
I was looking at some pictures. I was looking at some pictures the other day.
I was looking at some videos the other day.
Well, you know what?
You were in the sound booth.
Okay.
He was on the drums, and I was behind the board directing, and we had a good time. We had a really good time.
What's my time looking like, producer? 5 minutes of work for me. I'd rather you say something to start cleaning up.
We might have to continue this again. It might have to be a part two of this.
Hey, listen, because we got some questions that we didn't get to.
Actually, I've gotten some questions, and we can touch base maybe next time. Somebody hit me with, have you guys talked about after divorce?
Have you guys talked about kids
after divorce?
After divorce? Nah, we didn't go down that street yet, but I appreciate you. And I'm just being honest. I really do.
I ain't gonna be able to say I appreciate you.
I really do. I appreciate you.
No, appreciate you don't mean nothing though. Appreciate you. Put the on the front of it. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
There you go.
Thank you so much
I like that.
for your question. Well, listen, family. Look,
sorry. Excuse me. Pardon. Pause.
Yes.
80.
I see. I saw it. Well, at halftime, but at half it was 76 to 50.
Okay, so who's winning and who's playing?
The Clippers. Come on now.
The Clippers are playing who?
Dallas.
Oh, okay. All right. Because who did they play yesterday?
We didn't play yesterday. Played each other.
Day
before they played Dallas. They're in a 7-game series.
Oh.
And we lost by 2 points to
Luka, that guy. On
a step back.
On the bum ankle though.
My son has 2 daughters by 2 different women, and thank God the mothers made sure the girls know their sisters. Hey, yes, that's truth right there. They definitely made that happen to make sure that all of the children could be together. Listen, people, the moral of the story is it is possible, but there are some very key components that you must have: communication, maturity, and the ability to want that other person, watch this, to still be happy.
Ownership. You forgot the ownership.
Okay, I was getting there too. Okay. You got to have ownership. Everybody has to take ownership of themselves. Hold yourself accountable. But you still have to want the other person to be happy.
Don't blame it on depression.
And the reason, that's why I'm saying you still got to want the other person to be happy. And the reason you want them to be happy is because that still affects your child. If you have an unhappy person around your child all the time, that negativity is gonna rub off on them. The ideas about how you're gonna do things. And yes, I understand. Now, I know in my opening statement I said to you that that these men have been able to do it successfully without the need of a courtroom, but there are some successful situations that have occurred and the courtroom was involved, hence a divorce. You're gonna we
gotta have a part 2 because I ain't even go down that road.
Well, if I can add this just this slight little pinch of salt.
Okay.
Without
Don't put too much on my greens now, I already got ham hocks. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
Without the support of my daughter's mother, it works on both ends for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to do what I'm able to do because child support isn't a factor. I'm able to do what I'm able to do because communication is a factor. I'm able to do what I'm able to do. So I give kudos to my daughter's mothers for allowing me to be a man. See, a lot of times women want to take away the manhood from a man. So you can't be a man because they want to take that from you. So they want to raise the kids themselves. Mm-hmm. So that's so I want to give kudos to AJ's mom. And I want to give kudos to Gianni's mom.
Absolutely.
Even everything wasn't peachy, And
nothing is going to be that
absolutely.
way. Like,
absolutely.
Just be real.
Absolutely.
Nothing is absolutely perfect. You're going to have your bumps and your bruises, but it's all about how you recover from it.
And what you
and how you present it when it happens in front of the child, especially when you have a teenager, of age, because children are very observant, and they pay attention to everything, which is how Gianni was able to say, my daddy really don't like, that was just her take on it because of what she saw. And so that just leads me
what she felt.
It might have been her own feelings, and she just put it off on you and let you be the scapegoat.
No, it's because she was doing things because she didn't want me to have a girlfriend. So I don't want no women.
Daddy's girl.
That's daddy's girl. Every time she came around,
I think that's a child in general.
Yeah, she started
That
grabbing
too.
on your legs and stuff like
Child, that AJ, and when she was younger, she would crawl all over you,
Mhm.
and they be sitting in church, and I'm like, can the baby sit down for 5 seconds? Okay, you can hug him. Like, this is just how this is me and my baby. This is me and my baby. I'm serious, man. I love you, but that's really what it was. But
I couldn't even play the organ right.
she's sitting on the organ with him, you know. But that's the nature of their relationship. And on my final note, that's why I shared the pictures of them with their children, you know, simply because they're present. It doesn't have to be manufactured because their children are there. I know for sure that Markell loves his children, and I know for sure his son loves him. I mean, if you see the two of them, if you go back and look at without a doubt, you know that this is. Well, I'm not gonna say baby Markell, but for real, and he's that's just his nature, and he's always wanted to be up under his father, and that's just what it is. And so I want to say to both of you, thank you for being positive.
Thank you.
Positive role models of what fathers can be, of how good the relationships can be. And my prayer is that you won't let anything keep you
or deter us, right?
Deter you from being in your children's lives.
Not gonna happen.
Because nothing is forever, you know, and life is fleeting, you know. So my prayer is that as life progresses.
Hold on. Like Gio said, my name is on your name, so that is forever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's forever.
Except for my daughter. She gonna have to be hyphenated because she got to be a Coleman for
I'm
life.
trying to tell you that's what it is.
If I could say this, to the fathers out there, the guy that just said that he's about to have a kid, if I could say this to you, your kids make you better. Mm-hmm. They mature you. They make you be the man that you're supposed to be, because you don't want. And if I could put it in these terms, I don't want no guy that was like me when I was 18. Ooh. If I could put it simply like that. Do you want a guy to date your daughter the same guy that you were when you were 15 through 18? Mm-hmm. No matter how perfect you think you are, do you want somebody taking your child out and exposing them to things that you've never exposed them to? Period. Your kids make you better.
Think on these things. Well, listen, everybody, it's been beautiful.
I got one more nugget.
All right, here comes some more chicken nuggets.
Yeah. I know this brother. That's why I got the good sauce.
Okay.
Stop buying shit.
Stuff.
Not on my show.
Stuff.
Stuff.
Be more responsible with your finances.
Good.
Save for your child.
Listen, y'all know I don't play that. My producer can't get away with it, and neither can none of my guests.
The producer be cussing.
Folks can do it on other folks' shows, but not over here.
I apologize.
I accept it.
That was a real statement.
It was a real statement. You could have texted to him. He need more than this show. Apparently, he need more than what's on this show today. Okay? He need the replay and the next play. All right. So on that note, because y'all, all right, I've done real well today. But I guess he was bound and determined he was gonna get one cuss word out just to see was I gonna get pissed off.
This is real dice right here, Fred. I like this. This is real dice.
I'm glad you like it.
This is real.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm trying to segue. This is real.
Ain't no
How they do that? How they do that right there?
This
is real dice.
You already know. Once I hit 5th gear, it ain't no stopping after that. It'll be flames and fire coming off the top of my head. So what I'm gonna say to my village,
she come get you.
I don't need nobody to come get me. My car works just
Come
fine.
get her, T. Come get her, T.
Can't nobody come get me.
This is real dice. Conversations with Fred. This is real dice.
All right, let's not do it. I'm trying to tell you.
So next week,
it won't be no help for nobody.
Yeah. May the Lord watch.
On the next episode, it'll be slow singing and flower bringing. Play with me if you want to. This is why I do my show by myself.
Oh,
but I love y'all. I really do. I appreciate you. I ain't gonna take back nothing I said. I meant it from the bottom of my heart. But y'all know I got your back if it go left, and everybody else know I got their back if it go left. I holla. See you next week.